Hello and welcome to my brand new channel. My name is Holly Paiva and I am a busy mom to a 3-year-old Sawyer and a 1-year-old Vivian. So I've got my hands full. We love to go out to eat, we love to travel, and we like to do, you know, fun things out and about with the kids, but that always presents a little bit of some difficulties because their attention spans are generally very short, and so I started researching early on when my son was born, about 16 months old. I started researching this idea or concept of busy bags, which I'm sure you're familiar with. These are just kind of little grab bags where you can stick little toys and little treats and little activities to keep them entertained at on a car ride or at a doctor's appointment, at a restaurant, of course. And then in our case, this is going to be for an airplane ride, a long airplane ride. So I had to really kind of put my thinking cap on and get creative on a variety of things. So I would love to show you what I put together for my 3-year-old, and then I'll follow up with the same kind of concept of the things that I put in for our 1-year-old. So this is what you'll first need to get, is something hard, kind of a plastic case of your size of choosing. I chose one that would easily fit inside a standard backpack, so that it's not an extra thing that I have to carry a big bag just for him. So this will go in my carry-on, and the 3-year-old will be sitting with me and the 1-year-old will be sitting with my husband. So these are some of the goodies that I have for Sawyer. So let me show you. I got these bags at TJ Maxx. They were a nesting pack. I think there was 12 for maybe $4.99, so of all various sizes. So I thought they were great because I'm a bit of an overpacker, so my husband gets frustrated with me, and the little bags keep me a little bit more organized, because then instead of just like rummaging at the bottom of bags for things, they're all at least, in my head, they're all at least somewhat organized. So anyway, like I said, I found these at TJ Maxx, $4.99 for a set of 12 various sizes, but this large size worked perfectly for the busy bags. The zipper on top. And first up, I guess I'll start with some of the biggest items. We are big fans of the highlight magazines. My little guy's in the high 5 stage, which I think is maybe from like 3 to 6 year olds, and this is his latest one, so I've kind of saved it, set it aside for him, so it should be fresh. There are lots of fun things in it. I'm sure if you are a child of the 80s, you probably remember highlights. They were my favorite thing to do at the doctor's office. So of course, when I had kids, I thought, for 30 something bucks a year, they need their own subscription. But there's hidden picture games, there's little word puzzles, there is like find it, silly pages. And my little one, really, the Sawyer, the 3-year-old, I mean, some of it's a little over his level, but most of it he just devours and he loves, and he can read for quite a while. So I saved this to put in his bag. We also got him a fairly inexpensive coloring book / activity book. I got it half off, so at the dollar store, I think. So it was a pretty good find, because it has stickers, and it has like a little story as well, and then coloring pages. So it's part book, part stickers, part coloring book, and he is obsessed with cars, of course. So this is going in. And along those lines, I got him I love these crayons for little hands. I know you can get the big chunky kind, but these twistables are hard plastic, so he really can't break them. I can twist them up as they need to be sharper, and then because they're really hard and durable, they seem to really last. So I just bought a pack of 10, and they have been in our busy bag for over a year. So these really hold up and last well. More coloring things is I got a little mess-free Color Wonder book, again car themed. Oh, there with the marker, but it's mess-free. So as he starts to color the the rainbow of colors up here, he kind of likes it. I remember my little kid brother was really into these, so I thought maybe he would love it, but maybe it's just not quite his favorite thing yet. But I'm bringing it along because it's it's not really been used. He's colored on a couple pages, so it's mostly intact, and if we get desperate, this will be another kind of coloring activity for him. These are the Melissa and Doug puffy stickers. You really, if you've got a little one, you probably already have these because they're everywhere and they are genius. It's a little booklet. I haven't opened this one. This one was brand new for the trip. Again, found it at TJ Maxx for $3.99. I know you can buy them on Amazon for about $4 a pack. So if you see them out and about in like a Ross or a TJ Maxx, it's a little bit cheaper. I think like $1 cheaper. But I will show you one we already have open. This was the farm one, and it just is like a little book that opens, and it's got two different scenes. This is the barn scene. This is the farmyard scene. And the little puffy stickers are excellent quality. You can pick them up and move them around and reuse them again and again and again. This particular one obviously doesn't have as many stickers as it used to because those get lost over time. But we've had it in the busy bag for almost 2 years. So this is 2 years later. We still have this many stickers left, and it's still in the busy bag. So for this trip, since it is, like I said, a long trip, I wanted to give them lots to do. I bought a new one for him, and this is the pirate theme, so I think he'll really enjoy that. And then I have just a random Ziploc full of all sorts of assorted stickers, and then I have a couple sheets of plain kind of like coloring paper, office paper. And so what I heard about that I loved, I haven't tried it yet, but my little guy loves like I Spy games and hidden picture games or find it games. So I'm going to use these pieces of paper and just random assortments of stickers. Highlights again for the win. They send you packs of little stickers from time to time. Is put these stickers randomly on a page. Just let him kind of peel them off and stick them, peel them off and stick them until he's done. And then when he's done, we will use it as like an I Spy game. So the stickers will be covering this page, and he and I can sit together and I can say, I spy an ice cream cone, and he has to find the ice cream cone on the paper. So I don't actually know where I saw that idea, but I thought that's genius because he finds those hidden pictures in the Highlights magazine and circles them, and then he's kind of done. So this one we could do again and again based on the order of how I ask him to find things. And so I'm going to give that a shot. I've got a bunch of different stickers. I didn't buy any of these stickers. These all came from Highlight magazines or from, I think this was from a Wendy's Happy Meal. This was something, I think, like a Disney, I don't know what this is from. Oh, another Highlights magazine. So I just got several sheets of assorted stickers, and then we will play the I Spy It game once he gets done peeling and sticking all the stickers onto his page. And hopefully that will be almost 2 activities in one, where he can work on his little fine motor skills, peeling stickers, because these are harder than the puffy stickers. The puffy stickers are perfect for little fingers, but obviously sheet stickers like this maybe are a little bit trickier, so it'll take him time to peel and stick. But then once we're done, we'll have a second activity, which is like an I Spy. So I'll have to let you guys know how all these activities go. All right, so then moving on, I have brought a couple really thin books that he's never read before. This is Friends. It's thin and lightweight, but it looked like a pretty cute little story, so I think he'll really enjoy it. He loves books and loves to read, and so once he gets a favorite book, we can read it 20 times in a row and it will still entertain him. So I got that, and he's never read Corduroy, and this was a favorite of mine as a kid, so of course I had to get a classic Corduroy. Also a thin book, so it sticks in that pack nicely. This is something I purchased especially for our trip. It in the same theme of hunting and searching, and I Spy is this I found it a hidden picture card game. So he and I are going to give that a shot. I got it off Amazon. It seemed highly reviewed for kiddos. It says 3 and up, and he's really good at finding hidden pictures, so I'm hoping he'll like it. Apparently though, I will need to read the instructions because it's not as standard as it seems according to the reviews, so I haven't done that yet, but I'll need to read the instructions before, so I'm a little aware of how to teach him how to play it. But apparently the games can be different every time, so, and this can hold kiddos' attentions for hours. So thank you, Amazon Reviews. I'm gonna give it a shot and see if it works for my 3-year-old. So a couple other things. I get these at Easter time, these little Play-Doh eggs. I want to love Play-Doh. Maybe some of you can relate. It's hard for me. It becomes a bit of a mess, but this is small enough that, you know, it doesn't really make that much of a mess. And then we can, if it gets really gross or icky or, you know, crumbly, I'll just toss it. It won't break my heart. In fact, I buy these at Easter time. I think this was $4 and there's 10 eggs. So when one of the eggs gets gross, I just toss it. I've seen the little pots, the little tubs. I feel like they dry out a little faster because the lid doesn't really lock on tight, but the egg seems to really lock on tight. And see, this Play-Doh has been in there all summer and it's still pretty, it's definitely soft and pliable still. So those would be my tip to you, is to avoid the little pots, stock up at Easter on these little eggs, and then, you know, like I said, no loss if it gets dirty or starts to dry out. I just toss it and throw a fresh one in the busy bag. My little guy is car obsessed, so I'm bringing a few Matchbox cars. I did, over a road trip this summer, I did buy a whole new set of Matchbox cars. I think I got 10, and we still have a few that he didn't open. I wrapped them in tissue paper and then let him open them periodically when we were, you know, getting fatigued with being in the car seat. So I have a few of those that are still wrapped that I will throw in the bag, but then he also, these are some of his favorites, so I put these in the busy bag. And then the last kind of activity is also highlights for the win, is a little memory game. So I cut these out of the Highlight magazine, and they are, as you can see, this is the front side, all construction cars and trucks, and my little guy is obsessed with that. So, but then on the back they're different, like this is the road roller, and then you have to turn and match them. So, you know, in the floor of an airplane, oh, excuse me, the floor of an airport, or the table tray, maybe we could set all these out, kind of mix them up, and then let him hunt and find matches. So it's kind of like a memory game. And since this was the cover of a Highlight magazine, it didn't have a case, so I'm repurposing a little Q-tip travel container as a little case for this little game. So it works great for that, keeps them all together. You could do a giant paper clip or a little baggie maybe, but that little hard case worked great. That's pretty much it for all of the toys and activities. I think that should entertain him for a while. We've got a good variety of coloring and stickers and books and little games. The other thing I'm really counting on entertaining him is snacks. So I got him in his little busy bag. We've got some fruit snacks. He loves these. These are a Halloween pack, so this will be new for him. He doesn't often get these, but he started going to preschool this fall, and this is a snack they give at the preschool, and he's talked about them a lot. So I got a big pack and stuck a couple in his case. The other thing I love to buy is the little Gerber Toddler kind of like little snack bars. This is the strawberry banana. They're perfect size. They're small, you know, and they're not as crumbly as the adult ones and not as sticky. So there's less filling. So I feel like these don't make as big of a mess. So anyway, I'm bringing a box of these for him. And then of course, goldfish and a little toddler cup, so I can refill it as many times as we need. The last thing I want to show you is my biggest item for Sawyer. We will have the iPad, and we will bring a DVD player and headphones. So I am willing on a 9-hour plane ride to do electronics. I'm willing. It will keep them quiet and peaceful. I am all for it. But I wanted to bring a lot of other items that would entertain him, so we were not just watching movies for 9 hours. Now I am praying that he will sleep a huge chunk of that. But every blog and vlog that I read and watched said don't count on it. The final thing that I bought for him that'll be brand new for him, I will not show him until the plane, is this great, super colorful Trucks and Diggers hard book. It was $7, so it wasn't cheap, but every page is more vehicles and theme. These are big trucks, and then it has on the road, and I mean like some pretty obscure stuff like the Stretch Hummer limo, like things he hasn't seen before. You know, all the Build It construction, he'll know them all, but he will read and read and read and read and read this. He is literally car and truck obsessed, so I know this will entertain him, and if I have to read it 50 times, I will read it 50 times. So this was my attempt at a busy bag specifically for an airplane and for a toddler who's about 3.5, a little boy, truck obsessed. So I hope this was interesting to you or valuable. Maybe you saw some ideas that you hadn't thought of, and kind of spur your creativity in planning something. This is for our airplane trip, but it could be for your doctor's office. It could be for a restaurant that you've been wanting to try and maybe been afraid to go out with the kids. So these certainly buy you some time. I will have to report back and tell you if it buys you 9 hours worth of time, but that's what I'm hoping for. So thanks for watching, and I will do the 1-year-old's busy bag next, so look for that if that interests you. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.